Hey, my name is Anand and I'm 19 years old and I love to yap. Okay, I recorded like a really long monologue of the stuff that I had to say, but I forgot to press the record button and the camera just randomly shut off and I was like, whoa. It says basically yap about me. I don't know how to write scripts. I just wrote random bullshit. I had to say a joke that like which I thought was like really funny when I was writing it, and the joke is that I'm getting sued by pigeons for taking their pics without the consent. I think just this joke in itself is quite funny because it's like pigeons can't give consent, right? And like they're suing me for like taking their pics without their consent. This just makes the joke even like more unfunny, I'd say. But it's not about pigeons. I want to yap about me finding my old camera, and in a way, it helped me discover this new creative lens that I never had, or maybe I did. I just never knew. I have this really old camera which is like 13 years old that I sometimes use. It was more like an impulsive thing that one day I just took it and I started taking random pics at like 4 a.m. in the morning. Like some pics turned out to be like quite good, and I realized that instead of just me taking random pics and hoping that one of them might come out really good, what I started doing was I would look around me and find things which I'd look at and be like, man, that's like art. That is really cool. I don't know how, but I started seeing beauty in everything. And once I did, I would think about how I would frame it in a way, like how I would take a picture of it, and then I would try to come as close as I can with that vision with my camera, even though like it's a 13-year-old point and shoot digital camera. Like it is not good at all. It is not supposed to have that level of control and customizability and stuff. It can just take pics. It like some of the pics that I took turned out to be like really good. But what it's more about is that I started noticing patterns. I started seeing stuff in a more in a creative lens, in a creative way. And these kind of stuff not only just stays in photography, but it leaks into different stuff on like in how I make stuff, or how I talk or how I dream, stuff like that. Being able to have a vision and come close to it, I guess that's what making art is about. It's like my brain catching up to my soul, giving it a lens, a new lens, quite literally and metaphorically. That's what I wrote here on in the script. It's kind of poetic, an old camera helping me see the new in my surrounding. It's like a duality of nostalgia versus discovery. Well, nostalgia aiding the discovery, I'd say now, because like it's a fire combo. It's really cool. It's just not that, it's more than that. It's an act of rebellion that I don't need new stuff in order to make something new, right? It's like like I don't need something which is like top tier to make something that is top tier. It is like finding value in something that people generally overlook or find like like not really valuable, and creating magic out of it. Like that is cool. Another thing that I want to yap about is pigeons, kind of. Well, I hate birds. I'm legit shit scared of them. Uh, I don't know, the way they flap their wings and stuff. It is quite scary. But while I was taking pictures, I also went on a jog and I saw a lot of pigeons and monkeys and dogs and stuff. But what I thought and realized that these animals were not supposed to be here. Like they used to live in forest, surrounded by huge trees and stuff. Like how did they end up here? And even if they did, isn't it quite fascinating that they end up making their home here in a place where they're not supposed to be, where they don't belong? In a way, I kind of resonate with it, trying to make a place in this world where you feel that you don't belong. It is quite deep. Like each one of us feel that way because the world is filled with uncertainty. Like we all are uncertain about our future, about ourselves, about what we're gonna do, what we want, and trying to make peace in it, trying to find a place in it is like a pigeon building a small nest in a corner of a building of a a huge tower in a society or something, which is so fascinating, which is so cool. I was supposed to write more here in the script, but I forgot. Not that I forgot, I'm just too lazy to write more, and I thought like these two topics would be more than enough. Another thing that I kind of forgot to say, so few behind the scenes thing for the first video and in the same video, damn. But so the whole thing is recorded by that 13-year-old camera. Wait, how do you that's how you spell photo. But yeah, I hope bro, yeah, I hope you can see yourself. He Okay, I'm quite enjoying like just speaking without a script and just saying anything that comes on top of my head. It is fun. It is really impulsive or spontaneous thing, which I'm not at all good at. I like usually prefer to write something first and then speak about it, but just being so spontaneous is it's quite fun. Yes, that's it for now. Bye. I hope we see again. That's quite parasocial and creepy. I don't know, but bye.